Hi, Elle. I just received your gift in the mail today. Thank you so much for the beautiful diary. The leather cover is stunning. I finally understand why you stopped me from buying a boring notebook at the store last time I saw you.
Hi, Uncle Adam. Happy birthday. I'm glad you liked my present. I just wanted to make sure you get a special one. Because I know how important it is for you to keep a diary. And now the diary will remind you of me every day.
I sure will. Any gift from you is special, but this one was also very thoughtful of you. Thank you so much. You are the closest thing I have to a daughter. You will always be special to me, Elle.
Thanks, Uncle. You're special to me, too. You're like a father to me. Aside from my other dad.
That's very sweet of you, honey. But don't say that in front of your dad. You did before and he became really jealous.
I know. That was pretty funny.
For you, maybe. Anyway, how are you these days? I heard from your dad that you moved in with your in-laws. How's that going for you?
I did, a couple months ago. Only temporary, though.
I see. What made you make that move? Isn't it hard to have to take care of your in-laws? Or are they so nice that you don't mind spending time with them?
Well, not really. I thought they were really nice at first. But once we decided to move in with them, things kind of changed. Oh, but, please don't tell any of this to my dad. I don't want him to think I have bad things to say about my in-laws.
I know, honey. I won't spill a word to your dad. I understand relationships with in-laws can be very sensitive, but you shouldn't let them treat you badly.
Yes, I agree.
Are they bothering you in any way? Your mother-in-law isn't bullying you or anything, is she?
Well, not particularly. I think she just loves her son too much, you know? Like, she thinks I took him from her or something. So she'll say things to me that are unpleasant, I guess. Or she would forget to prepare my meal at the dinner table. Just small things like that.
Elle, that's not a small thing. She's toxic. She can't treat you like that. What does Wayne do when she does such things to you? He shouldn't be letting his mother treat you badly.
Oh, Wayne is great. He defends me always. So don't worry about that part. And I think it's just her personality. She's just a jealous person. I try not to worry about it too much.
If I were you, I'd move out of that house in a heartbeat. You shouldn't be anywhere near toxic people. That's a waste of breath.
Wayne thinks it was a bad move for us, too. But we only moved in because Wayne's relocation got extended. We found out he wasn't going anywhere after we told our landlord we were moving out of our previous apartment. And then his parents found out our situation and asked us to move in with them until Wayne got his relocation.
It all happened at what seems to be imperfect timing, huh?
Exactly.
Still, you should have seen a red flag.
I know. She begged Wayne, telling him how much it would mean for her to be living together, even if it was temporary. Then she really missed him since we lived a bit far from them. That's why we ended up saying yes. Besides, we were expecting Wayne to get his official notice to relocate in a month or so. Anyway, we hope to move out soon. We pay them rent every month, which is fine. But it's too silly for us to keep paying them when we don't even feel that comfortable around them, you know? We would rather spend money on a comfortable home for ourselves. But she doesn't know that we're planning to leave.
I think you and Wayne would be much better off if you move out. Life is too short to waste any time on bullies.
I couldn't agree more, Uncle. I will try to distance myself from them. I'm sure it won't go on forever, though. She was never mean to me before. I think she just gets jealous when we're together in front of her. She should get herself back again once we're out of the house, because then she won't have to witness her son spending time with his wife every day. Okay, enough complaining for now. Anyway, I'm doing alright, so please don't worry. Sorry if my update has annoyed you. But I feel much better now that I've told you. Thanks for listening.
Anytime, Mel, anytime. I'm the one who asked you how you were doing anyway. I hope your situation gets better as soon as possible, but like I said, you really shouldn't be wasting any time on bullies. Try to get out of there as soon as possible. Make sure Wayne understands your situation too, and if anything happens, you can tell me anytime.
Hello? Elle? Where the hell are you? Why haven't you come back from grocery shopping already? You better not be procrastinating out there.
Hi, Diane. I'm sorry. I just finished shopping. I will stop by the dry cleaner next and be on my way back.
You are so slow. If I were you, I'd be back in an hour. Get moving. You have other chores to take care of. God, why can't you do anything right? You don't know how to shop, clean, or cook, or anything. By the way, you should get your tasting checked out. The food you prepared last night was so thick in flavor. I will not tolerate bad cooking on my table again.
Oh, sorry. I will go light on the sauce tonight.
Duh, you better. Or else you're going to get everyone sick. Wait a second. Did you do it on purpose? Because Wayne is gone and on his business trip? You're doing it to bully me while he's out of town, aren't you?
Of course not, Deanne.
I bet you are. I never feel any kindness from you. My husband agrees with me, you know. You think less of us because we're your in-laws.
What? I never thought about that. I care about you as much as I care for my own parents. Please don't say such things.
Well, if you mean what you say, you should be showering us with treats. Perhaps take us somewhere nice and show us that you care.
Where do you want to go?
Somewhere quiet and relaxing. With lots of nature, like the woods or by the lake. I've been wanting to go on vacation with Wayne for a while. It would be a terrific treat for me.
That sounds nice.
You know how your mother posts pictures on the SNS?
Yes, she started recently. Looks like she's having a good time. What about it, though?
Well, her post showed up when I was on my smartphone the other day. And I saw her picture from when she visited your family's cottage.
I see.
I've always wanted to stay at a gorgeous cottage with my family. Why didn't you ever tell me about this place? I never knew you had people in your family who can own such beautiful property like that.
Oh, well, I guess I do.
You should ask them if we can stay at the cottage.
I don't know, Deanne. The cottage is really far from here. It will be such a long drive, like 5 or 6 hours.
Well, I'm sure my husband won't mind driving. The men can take turns. If that's not enough, all of us will take turns. It's not a big problem. You will ask them, won't you?
I guess. Why not? Don't get your hopes up too much, though.
What? Why? Are we not good enough for your family? Your mother can stay there, but we can't?
No, that's not what I mean. The owners usually rent the cottage out to visitors. It's their business, so it's not like we can't go anytime we want to.
I'm sure they can squeeze us in somewhere. But if you tell me they won't, I will assume you don't want us to stay at your family's cottage. That we are not worth your effort to ask them. So consider this a test to prove just how much you care for us.
Deanne, I don't own the cottage. I will try, but I can't promise anything.
Don't give me any excuses. You will get them to say yes, no matter what. Oh, and I almost forgot. You need to pick up some dog food for Bingo. It will run out after his dinner tonight. He needs the organic one sold at the vet's.
The vet? That's on the other side of town, right?
Yes, so? Do you have a problem with that?
No, of course not. I will go get some right away.
Good. But be quick, you are already late.
Deanne, do you know when you'll be back home? It's been a while since you left to go get your car washed. Is there a line at the car wash? And Bingo's sitter hasn't arrived yet. Can you give me their number? I bet they're lost, so I'll call them.
No one is coming to get Bingo, honey.
Huh?
Elle, you are so oblivious.
What? What are you talking about?
It's been over an hour since we've been to get our car washed.
Yes, that's why I'm checking in with you.
We're not coming home to pick you up. We have left for the cottage without you. You will stay behind with the dog.
Huh? But I have the keys.
No, you don't. I took them from your bag before I left. Now I have the keys and know the address to the cottage. We are good to go. Your services are no longer needed. I can't wait to see Wayne there. The three of us will enjoy our quality family time at the cottage. I am so excited to be able to vacation with my son, but without any nuisance.
You've planned this all along, haven't you? I was never included in this trip.
Of course you weren't. Remember, I said family vacation.
So I'm not family to you?
No. You have your own job as bingo sitter. You need to take good care of him.
Fine, so be it then.
Don't even think about telling Wayne, or else you will never be included in this family. Do I make myself clear? I will tell him you couldn't make it because you are sick. Surely you understand. We just want to have a good time with our son. Right, honey? If you truly care, and if you really want to be a part of this family, you will obey.
I get it. I won't tell Wayne.
Oh, good, you understand. I'm so glad you get it, for once. You will stay home and take care of the dog. Make sure he doesn't ruin the house while we're gone. Perhaps you can use this opportunity to clean the house too. If you can do those two things right, then maybe I will consider accepting you into our family. So remember what I said and get cracking.
Elle, have you arrived at the cottage?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so? How is it? You haven't been there for a while now, have you? Are your in-laws liking it too?
Well, I don't really know because I was kind of left behind. Because I apparently have a job to do, which is to take care of the dog. He's keeping me good company, though.
Huh? What the hell? They made you stay to take care of the dog? You invited them to the cottage, though, not the other way around.
They were never going to take me. It was all planned. They told me they were getting the car washed before heading to the cottage. They said they'd be back to pick me up, but they never did. It was a lie, and I didn't know.
Jesus, Elle, how could they do that to you? I only agreed to let your family use the cottage because you asked. And now they have left you?
I am so sorry, Uncle Adam. I was very stupid not to realize in the first place.
Don't apologize, it's not your fault. I have gone too far to use you like this. What the hell is Wayne doing? Where is he?
He doesn't know anything. He's been on a long business trip for the past couple of weeks. He is headed straight to the cottage from the airport, so he doesn't know his parents left me. And Diane told me not to say anything to him. She said that I need to obey her if I want her to consider me as family.
Elle, sweetheart, is that what you really want? To get acknowledged by toxic in-laws?
No, but me fighting them won't make things any better. And we're moving out soon. I don't want to cause any more trouble.
What does your father-in-law do?
What? He's in sales. He works for a brand that makes office supplies, I think. Why are you asking me this?
Tell me the name of his company, and also Wayne's number. As a courtesy, I will let him know what's about to go down.
Uncle Adam? What are you thinking?
No one messes with my girl. They will get what they deserve. I will not let him get away with this. And Elle, even if you move out, I don't think your mother-in-law is the type of person who will stop tormenting you. She will continue to do so, every chance she gets, no matter where you are. So, she needs to learn the hard way that this all stops now.
You are right. She won't stop. I'll talk to Wayne. He needs to know what she's done to me. I will also tell my in-laws how I feel about the way they treat me. How they hurt my feelings all along. Not that I think they would listen to anything I say.
You should tell them anyway. And something needs to be done so that they won't bother you again. Oh boy, I've never been so glad to have some power in the world of business.
Uncle, what are you going to do?
I won't do anything that would get you in trouble. I'm just gonna add some spice to this situation. Don't mind me, though. You go on and tell them that you won't take any more crap.
Oh my god, Elle. Your uncle is the CEO of one of the most famous firms in this state? His firm is my husband's biggest client.
Yes, he is. He's a very powerful man.
Why didn't we know about this? Why didn't you tell us? If we've known that you were his niece, we never would have left you behind.
My uncle may be a CEO, but I'm just an ordinary housewife. Please don't mind me.
How can we not? This is unbelievable. He is threatening to cut his deal with my husband's company. Do you know how hard he worked to close the deal with your uncle's firm? My husband's reputation is ruined. Or worse, he could lose his job.
Oh, is that so?
Wayne just arrived and told us what's going on. Your uncle is enraged about how we left you behind to use his cottage.
I guess my uncle couldn't control his temper after all.
This is not funny, it is very serious. Listen, Elle. I am sorry for how we treated you since you've moved in with us. I apologize deeply. So can you please ask your uncle not to terminate business with my husband's company?
You want me to ask?
Who else can talk to him?
Well, Diane, I have put a lot of effort into trying to build a good relationship with you. But I've learned in the past several months that no matter what I do, nothing will ever satisfy you. Nothing I do will ever be enough. You simply dislike me.
What? No, that is not true. I have liked you always.
Well, from my perspective, there was not a single moment that I felt you liked me. Wayne agrees too. But it got worse every time he tried to talk to you about your attitude towards me. You would become furious and bully me even more. There is not one episode of you being kind to me, ever, since we began living together. I really wanted to be your friend, Diane. I really did. But too bad. It was all meaningless.
It's not meaningless. We are good friends. In fact, I've always been very impressed by you. You always get everything done perfectly, and you are never fazed. Even when I was tough on you, you have always been respectful.
Oh, wow. Well, I think you're lying to me again. But sure, I am glad if I at least have been useful for you. So what, though?
We will be better friends from now on. Right now, your father-in-law is very upset. And you know, he never actually did anything to you.
No, he didn't. Because he does whatever you say. But I think ignoring what is going on is as bad as bullying. He always knew you were bullying me, but he didn't stop you or help me. To me, that means you two were in it together.
That usually calm, quiet man is about to burst with anger. He told me it's my fault if he ever loses his career.
You brought the situation upon yourselves.
I admit we have been very cold to you. We would like to formally apologize for our actions. We will never do anything to hurt you again. So please, Elle, give us a chance. What can we do for you to forgive us?
Well, let me see. For starters, perhaps you can mow the grass around the cottage before you leave. And clean all the windows.
You want me to clean the cottage? I thought this cottage gets regular housekeeping services.
You're staying there for free. I'm sure you're grateful enough to help keep the cottage nice.
Okay, fine, sure. I will do it. I mean, I will love to do it. You will forgive us once we're done with those 2 tasks?
Hell no. I have much more conditions for you. You will take on half of the housework until we move out. I will not let you treat me like a slave anymore. And once we move out of your house, we are never living under the same roof ever again. You will also not be permitted inside our new home.
What? I'm not invited to your house? How will I see my son then?
If you want to see Wayne, you will have to ask him to come to you. If you can, that is.
He is ready to disown us right now. He will never come to see us. If I'm not allowed to visit your house, I will never see my own son. You have to help me see him.
Well, why is he ready to disown you, Diane? Because you've mistreated me, correct? So why are you asking me, of all people, to help you see him? It doesn't make any sense.
But, you know what? You are right about everything. I will accept everything you say. I will obey you from now on. So please, tell your uncle that everything has been solved. Tell him you have forgiven us and that we are friends now.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Think about it? You're not going to forgive us? Will you not talk to your uncle? Please.
I will consider forgiving you. But don't get your hopes up too much.
Come on, Elle. Please don't be so stubborn. I know you care about us. We are your family, aren't we?
Huh. Don't make me laugh, Diane. You're the one who said I'm not your family. Don't you remember? You just said it yesterday when you left me with your poor dog.
I'm sorry. I really am deeply sorry. What I said to you was wrong. I take it back. I was just jealous, you see. Wayne cares about you so much. I was feeling hurt because it felt like he was always on your side and never mine. It was stupid of me to be jealous of you. But I never really meant that you're not family.
It felt like a lot more than jealousy. It felt like hatred to me. And you sounded pretty clear about how you felt about me.
Elle, I am so sorry. We are old. If my husband loses his career, we won't survive. I know you are too nice to let us die on the streets. Please, you have to help us. I am begging you.
What happens to you guys after this depends on your actions. I will not have any empathy because no matter what you say, I don't consider you as my family. So you better get cracking and do as I say. If you don't, well, then I guess I'll have to assume I'm not worth your effort. So consider this a test to prove how much you care for me.